Girls of Reddit, what's the best pickup line someone used on you? One time while I was waiting tables, I passed a table with a teenager and his family. He tossed a packet of sugar onto the empty drink tray I was carrying and said, "Drop your name tag." I giggled and blushed like a doofus, and he got a lot of high fives. That's pretty damn good. Goddamn, this is a good one. My name is not Splendor. Him, are you a model? Me, no. Him, oh, when did you quit? Made me laugh. Me, are you a model? Her, yes actually. Me, oh, well, quit. You're so beautiful. You could be a part-time model. But you'd probably still have to keep your normal job. I like that one. A guy who was handing out flyers for a cable company gave me a "We're doing a special at the moment for models like you" as I walked past in the mall. And it was so dorky and cute, I still remember it years later. Cheesiness used just right. Orders 2 shots of tequila with lime and hands one to me saying, "This is my pickup line." It either works or you now have 2 shots of tequila with lime. Win-win. A guy bought me a cocktail once, but didn't ask me first and got one I'm allergic to. I didn't realize he'd bought it for me until he Saturday there looking at it, pouting, and offering it to anyone who walked past. If you're not going to ask first, always get a drink you like. That's why my birthday present to my wife was a bowling ball with my name on it. 'Cause she tosses you in the gutter and you keep coming back for more. My personal favorite. Walks up, holds out hand high. "Would you mind holding this for me while I take a walk in the park?" But there is nothing in your hand. Could be a risk of the person being labeled as creepy. Sounds like a hit or miss. Enter Rule 1. Be hot. Also, keep in mind Rule 2. Don't be not hot. Not exactly a pickup line. And I don't know the best one, but probably the most memorable one though. But we were walking on the street and I spotted this really gorgeous guy and we had instant chemistry. We smiled at each other and dude start immediately crossing the street like an idiot. Almost gets hit by a car. The first thing he says at me is, "Look at that, almost died." Worth it though. He was a really sweet and was visibly stunned of actually doing what he did, and that you could tell he didn't thought it through and didn't know what to do next. His awkwardness made it even more charming. Did anything come from it? Did you two start seeing each other? Still together? Remained friends? She killed him and ate his brain. As most females of this species do. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Avoids the pesky rib cage which can slow down your eating. So the trick to get a girl is to almost die. I was at the bar and a guy leaned into the counter, facing me, and said, "My friends want to know if you think I'm hot." I told him to tell his friends that yes, I do think you are hot. You could tell he didn't think that far ahead and he started walking away. But it was funny, so I bought him a drink. Less than stands in awkward silence greater than. Well, sorry. Never gotten this far before. I can't in good conscience take advantage of a blind girl. Not a girl, but saw my friend be incredibly smooth. While sitting at a bar one night, he was showing me his new iPhone. I think it was iPhone 7. As there was enough new stuff that warranted him showing it off. Girl next to him asks if it's the new iPhone. He says yes. She asks for his favorite feature, and he says this while handing her the phone. It was the new contact screen. She just smiled and put in her name and number. Anybody wanna see my fives? Anyone wanna see my smashed up Shay in a case that makes it look like a 3GS? Goddamn, that's good. You have a bit of cute on your face. Apparently this was used by both my BF and one of his friends to his current GF. Both gents got the line from a single friend who is still single. That friend didn't follow the first two rules. 1. Be attractive. 2. Don't be unattractive. Everybody forgets. 3. Be not unattractive. 4. Don't be not attractive. Hey, you're beautiful. Can I tell you that again next Saturday over dinner? Lol, maybe cheesy, but I guess it worked because we're married. I like it. Definitely plenty of good variations to use. Not a girl, but my buddy and I went to the bar and a good-looking girl was kinda popping her head up looking around for someone next to us and he said, "Hi, I'm right here." She went home with him. He just finessed her actual date in one sentence. Damn. Tavern work is always easier for the charisma casters, but when the fighting starts they're always the first to dive under a table. Hold up. What if she actually thought he was the one she was looking for? Like a blind date and the actual person never showed up. Sitting in a cafe doing homework. I hear a guy go, "I'm not trying to weird. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of math you're doing. Because I think you're doing it wrong." He was right and helped me out. Asked me out in a date afterwards and we've been together 7 years. Married almost more than half of that. The only time in history the nerdy, well actually, has worked. Yep. He was just really nice about it. And after he helped we just hit it off really well. When I agreed to go on a date with him, he actually didn't think I was serious. It was really adorable. At a nerd convention some guy asked if I wanted to see his giant robot. My brain didn't compute I was being hit on. I thought we were talking about anime, so I responded, "I'm more into Titans." DAAAAM. He probably felt the hardest curve of the century. If that was a grading curve the entire class must have passed. I guarantee you that still haunts him when he tries to sleep at night. Best pickup line was actually accidental. But it made me laugh and we would up talking for a bit after. But this dude comes up to me in a bar and goes, "Hey, so, I'm a girl," then pauses. Looks horrified and goes, "I meant you're a girl." Then looks even more horrified and goes, "Fuck, that isn't even good that way. So which one of you is a girl?" I am actually a girl. Apparently his intention was to come up all smooth and be like, "So as a girl at a bar, how would you like to be hit on?" That would have been much worse. His brain saved him. I was walking out of a bookstore when a guy told me I had dropped something. I looked at the floor thinking I had dropped a receipt or something. The guy then replies, "My jaw. My dumbass didn't realize it until I got to the car." You went, "Oh, that makes sense. People occasionally drop the bottom half of their face." I was on autopilot. I wasn't really expecting that answer. That's why I didn't realize until I got to the car. Guy, "Hey, you dropped something." Girl, "What?" Guy, "Your standards. My name's blank." Confidence level -100. I don't like when people hit on me at work. But this one made me chuckle. I'm a baker and I was putting some hamburger buns on the shelf. A guy walked up behind me and said, "Hey, nice buns." Simple, but I laughed. Peter. I'm holding melons. The one that worked the best on me was a guy who had learned a memorization trick where you give them 30 words and they remember each one in order and recite them back to you after an hour. It seems way more impressive when everyone is drunk though, and makes a great icebreaker for starting a conversation. It's smart because it means you will still be talking in an hour. The trick is simple. They aren't going to remember the words anyway, so as long as you get the first 5 right and the last couple, you are good to go. The real trick is that after the hour, you say, "Oh, I was having such a good time talking to you that I forgot all the words. Heard you like bad guys. Well, I'm bad at everything." Blinks instead of winking. I would be so sold.